All right, everyone, welcome back to part 2 of the any percent no GGS tutorial. This video we will be covering all of Fishy Skip, and so what Fishy Skip is basically we skip the Fishy clues for Scooby-Doo levels because normally we need to fight the Black Knight boss fight and he gives us the galoshes, and basically those allow us to walk on tar. But since they didn't use the tar very much in this game, we basically, if we do this trick, we just avoid all the tar in the game because there's only tar in these 3 Pier levels and the entrance of Fishy 1. So we don't need the galoshes essentially, and so we just skip the galoshes by doing this. And this is how we cut out Black Knight. And by the way, we're skipping 2 of the 4 bosses of the game. We're skipping Redbeard and Black Knight because we don't need their inventions, and we're only fighting Gringos and Mastermind. But I'm just going to show I'm just going to show the first part of Fishy Skip, which is out here on Pier 2. So after you get the springs and you death abuse, you're basically just going to exit, and then you're going to walk down here, and then you're going to hold down right on the D-pad, and then you're going to clip through the water, and then you're going to be here. And you're going to be like, what? So let's discuss that a bit. So where am I, first of all? I'm all the way over here. So if you notice, we started from there, we started from all the way over here. And so basically what happened is that we clipped through the water and we did something known as a void warp. So every level exists in a void. So basically it's just like, if we get out of bounds, there's a failsafe in the game that just TPs us up to the intended beginning entrance of a level. Now, if you notice, the level that we were just in was Pier 3 and we entered Pier 2, which if you're a gigabrain mastermind, super smart, you're going to know that 1 comes before 2 and 2 becomes before 3. And so the way this works is that the intended beginning entrance of any given level is 1 or 2. It's the lower number. So essentially we were on we were in this level, we start on the 2 to 3 door, right? And so whenever we void warp, we go to the 1 to 2 door. And so we basically just go to the intended beginning entrance, which is normally at the beginning of the level. So since we're going through these levels backwards, we use a void warp, and that basically just lets us go backwards through levels faster. And we're going to be going backwards through levels multiple times in this game, but this is the only void warp you're going to see on this route. But that's just the TLDR of how void warping works. Again, we're in Pier 3, we're going to Pier 2, and basically how this trick works is that we're going to double jump over this crab. It's very important that we double jump over this crab, and then I'm going to pause here. And the reason we want to double jump over this crab is that we're actually timing this clip through the water, this void warp, with the crab's hand. So basically he's going to come all the way over here. He's going to walk his little crab legs on up over here, and then when his right hand gets on this barrel, boy, we gonna hold right on the D-pad and we just gonna fall through the water. We're gonna hold down right on the D-pad and we're gonna clip through the water. So we're just gonna run here, wait, and then he's gonna go across, and then we're gonna attempt to clip through. But if we don't get it like I just did there, I was a little too late. You're going to notice I do a little booty slide on the water. An important thing to note is that if we die attempting this trick, we actually can't do it again. And that's because of how water works. And the extreme TLDR of how water works is that if we die in a level, water behaves differently. And in this level, if we die, we can't clip through water again. So what we're going to do is that we're going to exit the level, and then we're going to re-enter the level, and we'll be able to do the trick again. And so let's just show that. But again, we're going to double jump over this crab and just get to this little corner by this pole as soon as possible. We're just going to wait here for him to go. Then we're going to hold down right, and we're going to clip through the water, and then we're going to void warp. This is the easier part of Fishy Skip. There are 2 parts to Fishy Skip. This is the easier part because we're just simply lining up with the crab. Just make sure that you don't bounce off of him, because if you bounce off of him, you're basically just screwed, and you'll just have to freehand it. So I'll show it a couple more times. And basically we just void warp through, and then we're going to be on Pier 1. And if you know about Pier 1, so again, I'll halt for a second. So again, here, down right in the D-pad, and then we're going to clip through the water and then be here. And then if you know, Pier 1 is actually after Fishy 4 and before Coast 1. So now we have officially skipped all of Fishy, right? And so basically, like if I go up here, you can see there's a door up there in the top left. If I jump correctly, you can see that that's basically the entrance of Fishy 4. So we're in this weird in-between level. And so now we can basically just go into Coast. And how we're going to do that is we're just going to walk over here, collect those snacks. And then we can actually run on this portion of the tar. So we're just going to go over here and jump. We can't jump here, but as soon as we get this running animation, we can jump, and we're going to jump up here, and we're going to enter Coast 1. And now we've skipped Fishy. So and at the beginning of Coast 1, you're just going to want to follow my movement. I'm not going to show this twice. I'm just going to run through, and we're just going to double jump here. For the movement sections of the game, I'm probably not going to show them twice. I'm just going to show them one time, because it's just kind of like, here's how you move, do it. You know, there's not too much to explain. Oh, actually, there is something to explain here. You'll notice I just walked around that guy. So let's actually explain that. XD. So normally I won't show it twice, but here it's kind of important because I forgot to mention this actually. But so we're gonna jump over that guy, and basically here, in order to avoid enemies, we can jump over them. And basically, if we jump over enemies, they are unlikely to hit us. They still can hit you midair, but it's much harder. And so basically, if we dash around enemies, essentially Scooby's charge attack, his dash shrinks to his head. So you see, I'm like right next to this guy. I accidentally hit him. I'm like right next to this guy, and you know, I'm not getting hit, right? And that's because my hitbox and my hurtbox is shrunk into my head. So like over here, oops. So like over here, if I try to go around him, he hits me, right? Even if I'm way over here, he's gonna hit me, right? But if I dash right next to him, I can basically just avoid his smash. And so we're going to use that B dash to dash around that caveman, and we're going to use the jumping technique to jump around this first astronaut. And so we're going to come over here, and then we're going to single jump here. You can also double jump there if you're getting hit. You single jump over here, and then we're going to dash past him, and then we're just going to double jump onto here. And then now we're just going to kind of move forward through Coast 1, now that I've explained things that are important. And we're going to stop here for a second. And this is because there's a cutscene. Ooh, big, long, stinky cutscene, and we don't like those. So what we're going to do is we're just going to kill ourselves. And you're gonna be like, why did we do that? We're gonna spawn all the way back at the... Oh, we don't spawn at the beginning. So there's a checkpoint in this level here where basically we can just dash off, trigger the cutscene, and die, and that skips the cutscene, and then we can just make our way forward. And we also die there for a specific reason, and that's to set up the second part of Fish Skip, and that is Fish Cringe, and that is Fish Clip, or as the community likes to say, Fish Cringe. And I'll show that in a second. But essentially, if you know, at the end of this level, there are keys and boxes, and if you are a key denier, you know, we're here very, very early, and so we don't have the helmet, right? And since we don't have the helmet, we can't break open boxes, and since we can't break open boxes, we can't get the keys, or so you think we can. We're gonna clip into the boxes, and basically, for some reason, dying in this level moves the positioning of the keys, and it just so happens that if we die, it moves the positions perfect enough that we can clip into all of the boxes. Just that's the TLDR. So again, that is why we die. So it's important that we die here, not only to skip a cutscene, but to move the positioning of the keys so that we can do Fish Club. And so let's go do Fish Club. Before we do that, let's just collect some snacks, shall we? We're going to jump in this whole circle here, and we're just going to collect a bunch of snacks. And we are just going to kind of make our way through here. Just watch out for this flying fish. He can sometimes be annoying and hit you. And if he hits you, you fall down to the bottom, and it's very unfortunate. But we're just going to kind of run over here. Normally this crab will not be in your way. I was just going a little bit slow. And then we're just going to kind of jump over here. And then we're just going to kind of make our way through here, just kind of try to avoid these enemies, jump up to the snack box, and then we're going to kind of pause right here after I switch my camera angle. All right, and now we're going to talk about Fish Clip or Fish Cringe. And so basically, I mentioned before how there are boxes with keys in them, and you can actually see these keys. So it's like glowing purple here, glowing purple here, glowing purple here, and glowing purple here, right? There are 4 keys total. You can see the locks on the door here, 1, 2, 3, 4. And basically, we need to collect all 4 keys. But the good thing is that 3 of the keys are really, really easy to collect. And by really, really easy, I mean like dumb easy. Like actually dumb easy. So the order that we're going to collect these keys are as such: 1, 2, 3, 4. Now 1, 2, and 4 all the way back here 1, 2, and 4 are really easy to collect. You know, I go up to 1. I'm literally just gonna hold up left and just walk through and get that key. And I'm gonna come over here and I'm gonna be like, oh, boop, I got that key. And then I'm gonna come over here and I'm be like, I can't get this key. Why can't I get this key? And if you have a keen eye, that is where fish clips comes from. So we have to use this fish, and basically we're gonna hit him and slide off his body into the box, into the key. Now this trick, this is the part that I was talking about with Fishy Skip, where it might be too difficult, and that is because this trick is just extremely precise, unfortunately. So I'm just gonna show you the trick first, and then we'll discuss it more. And so basically we're gonna walk over here, and then he's gonna be back there. We're gonna hold up left into here. We're gonna dash out, and then we're gonna hold up right into this box. And then we're going to attract this fish over here. And then I'm just gonna kind of show things to you, and I will explain it in a second. And you're gonna be like, what the fuck is going on? And you know, it's fine. And then we're just gonna get all the keys like that, and we're just gonna leave, and that's it. You don't need any more explanation, right? You've got it. No, okay. So, let's talk about this. The TLDR is that I'm going to keep this fish over here for a second. He's just going to kind of always be looking at me here. But you saw that I brought the fish out and around here, this side, right? And that is because we want the fish to basically chase us and be like around this positioning when he hits us. And basically how we're going to do that is that I'm going to show you a couple ways to manipulate the fish. But what we're going to do in terms of Scooby's aiming is that we're going to jump on top of these boxes. We're going to run back here, and then we're going to get to this box. And then we're going to get it kind of on the left side of the box so that when we hold straight down, we're going to be to the left of this box. So if I just go straight down, you'll see I'm rubbing up on that box a little, and I'm just going to nudge myself forward until I'm on this plank right here. So this plank going right through here, this whole plank right here, basically to the bottom left of this, to the bottom left of the bottom left corner of this white fragile container on the box, and basically right in front of the actual box. Scooby, please stand in the right positioning. So we want his front paws on this plank, and if we have his front paws on this plank, we will generally get the trick. And basically how we want to do this is that the fish is going to walk into us as we are in this positioning. He's going to hit us. We want to get hit, right? So we're going to get hit intentionally. He's going to hit us. We're going to be like, ow. And then we're going to press B and we're going to bonk him, or just hit him with our head, right? We call it bonking. And basically we're going to bonk him with the charge attack. And then we're going to jump up to the right to this corner here. And we're going to be in this hole, and then we're going to hit him again. We're going to bonk him again, and then we're going to hold straight up on the control stick, and then we're going to clip through and get the key. There are 3 different positionings that we can try on the control stick in order to get into the box, and that is straight up. Actually, I'll just pause for a second. And that is straight up. That is up and to the left, and that is up and to the right. Now, I'm using the notches on the GameCube controller. I'll get in real close. So, you know, this is the up notch, up left notch, up right notch. So normally we just want to go straight into the up notch, but sometimes we can go into the up left notch or the up right notch, right? Sometimes we'll need to do that. And basically we're just going to, if you don't get the key on first try holding straight up, just try up left and up right, and hopefully you'll get the key, or try also jumping while you're doing it. But how are we going to get the fish over here in the first place? So I'm just going to check my health, and basically there are 2 ways to manipulate the fish. There is double jumping. So if we double jump, we break his focus and he question marks and he stutters for a second. And so we can use this to basically just pause him and just make him stop chasing us for a second, and then he just resumes chasing us like this, right? Another thing that we can do is we can just hit him. You know, we can just hit him. And we stun him, and he's stunned for a short while. Now, an important thing to know is that if we keep hitting him, he is stunned forever. We just stun lock this man. You know, he will never move again as long as we're hitting him, right? And so what we want to do is that when he comes over here, is that we are going to want to lure him out over here, and then we want him to lure him to the left side of this box, and then we're going to hit him like this. Now, an important thing to note is that if he's too far to the right, I'm just going to show you something. Is that if he's too far to the right, and we bring him over here, and you know, we do one of these, and he's too far to the right, and he sees us, this is going to happen. This is very annoying. You could probably guess what's happening here. The AI is very confused, and we are in a perfect positioning to where we are close enough that the fish basically is like, you are here. Like the AI says, you are here, but the AI can't technically see you with the fish's line of sight, so the fish never chases you, right? But the fish just knows you're there. So he does this thing forever. This is very annoying, which is why we want him further to the left of the box, because if he's straight up and down on this box here, he will just do this forever, and you will basically just have to come out here and have him come out further and then bonk him. But if we bonk him like this, like to the left of this box here, he will come down, and we're going to line ourselves up again on this plank here, on this plank right here. We're going to line our front paws up, and then he's going to become unstunned, and then he's going to walk into us, and then he's going to be at a very weird angle, and we're not going to be able to get this. This is just not going to work. Probably. Maybe I can finesse it in. Ooh. No. Okay, that's not going to work. But, and also a thing is, that just shows you he can be too far to the left, which is a balancing act. So if he's too far to the left, he's going to come in at an angle, and basically we want him to come in like straight up and down. We want him to come in and kind of rub. We kind of want him to rub on this right box before he comes looking for us, right? And so what I recommend doing is kind of like taking him out and kind of far away from this box, and then bonking him like way out here. And the reason that we want to bonk him is that it gives you more time to kind of jump up and do your setup so that you can get here, get into this, and then get into the key, right? And so what we're going to do, and basically if you're too close to the box, you can have that like AI stumble. So just bring him out further. And even if you get hit once, it's fine. Just bonk him. And we just bonk him for the extra hit stun, so you have ample time to get over here and line yourself up. And then basically once he hits you again, just bonk him. And then we're going to jump into this hole here, and we're going to bonk him again. And then from here is where we're going to hold either up, left, or up, right? So I'm going to hold straight up, didn't get it, right? Going to hold up, left, didn't get it. I like to jump whenever I'm doing the up, left, or up, right directions. Jumping just sometimes allows you to get it. Sometimes you can not get that bonk, and then that happens, which is unfortunate. But the reason that I want you to bring him out further is just so you don't get the AI stoppage, and just so you can bonk him, and then basically when you bonk him, you just have more time to come back here and set up this trick, and then basically again edge yourself down from this back box to this plank here, and then have him walk into you, and then we're gonna bonk him. This should work, by the way. And we're going to bonk him like this. Just refreshes his hit stun, and then we're going to hold straight up, and we're going to get the key like that. Now, up, left, and up, right just depends on the fish's positioning. So if the fish is too far this way, we want to hold up left. If the fish is too far this way, we want to hold up right. Generally, I have gotten the key without those rules in place, because sometimes you just hold a direction and you get the key, and it's kind of like, okay, but that's just how precise this trick is. You can kind of finagle it doing those three directions. So if you're not getting it, just try all three of those directions. Try jumping in all three of those directions. And if you don't get it by just going straight up left, straight up right, jumping up, jumping left, jumping right, if you don't get it through all six of those ways, then your fifth positioning was just really wrong. And so you'll have to basically bring out the fish again, but it's an important thing to note that you'll have 3 health. So if you fail, and hey, my guy, hello? Is this guy just broken? Ah, there he goes. So you can bring him back out. You can jump over him, you can bonk him, and you can try again because you have 2 health here. And so if you have 2 health, you can kind of just bonk him again. You can come back here. You can nudge forward. He's going to see you. Make sure you're on the right positioning the plank, and then you can hit him again, and then you can go back in and get the key. So I'll show this a couple more times, just in fluid motion without me yapping all the time, just so you have more footage to look at. Again, straight down, nudge down, bonk, jump in here, bonk, straight up. Didn't get it, up left. got it. Sometimes you can go in between the up left and the up notch. So you can also try going instead of like up left or up right, you can go in between the up left and up notch. That's actually what I just did there to get the key. Sometimes you can go in between notches, and that can help. I might be giving you too much information. I might be brain blasting you, and I'm sorry if I am, but there's just a lot of things going on in this trick, which is why I say that it potentially can be too difficult, but generally most people have been able to pick up the trick. Again, it's just going to take some time. It's just going to take some feeling out, unfortunately, but we do have a pretty good science going down. Holding R versus not holding R here doesn't matter too much, but sometimes not holding R has helped me get the fish, and sometimes holding R has helped me get the key. It really just depends on what is happening here. But again, bring them out wide, bonk them, come through here, you know, nudge yourself forward to that plank, jump in, get the key, bam. And then luckily the other three are very easy to get. Here we're just going to hold straight up. We're going to do this little funny wiggling motion, and then we're just going to hold up left on our control stick. We're going to clip in and clip out, right? And then for this one, we're just going to hold up left and clip through like that. And then we're going to hold up right and clip through this one. So I'll show this in full sequence to you all as you'll see it. So after you death abuse, you know, you're going to come through here. We're gonna double jump over here. We're gonna go out and get these snacks, and I'll just show this whole level to you in one fell swoop. This is the cycle that you will be on if your movement is similar to mine. This will be the ideal cycle that you want to go for as on this route. All right. So we're gonna come through here. We're gonna kind of just single jump over these guys. Double jump over here, and then we're going to go to this left box first, up left here on the control stick, dash off, go back here to the back right, up right, clip through there, and then we're going to grab the fish's attention, and we're just going to run him out all the way over here, bonk him there, and then make sure that we're in the right positioning. And we're going to bonk him here. We're going to jump into this hole here, and then didn't get it with straight up. Let's try up left. Got it with up left, and then we're going to hold straight up left. And then now we can enter Coast 2. But this is going to conclude part 2. I just wanted to say that if you have any questions about this trick, drop them below in the comments. I'll try to be active and try to see any comments that you guys make. We do have a Speedrun Discord if you need some more help, if you need one-on-one help. I'm sure anyone in the community would be willing to help you guys out with this. You know, I'm kind of active in the Discord. Cole's there, Mortal's there. We have a lot of runners and a lot of people that are able to teach this trick to you. So if you really just like can't get it down, I highly recommend to drop in there, because we have a pretty open and welcoming community that will be able to help you guys out with that. But for now, this is the end of part 2, and we're gonna do part 3 in the next one. And so yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one.